Sup guys, sorry I'm late on this. I actually had a very busy Friday, so I didn't get to go see this awesome movie until Saturday. Uh, so yeah, Edge of Tomorrow. This movie is awesome. Like this is my favorite science fiction movie of the year right now. That is how awesome it is. Where to begin? Because this is going to be short because I don't want to spoil anything. This movie is that good. Oh my god. Alright, so the premise is Tom Cruise plays an army major who has never seen a day of combat in his life. So he is forcefully recruited into a mission where it's supposed to be the last great battle in order to stop these alien invaders who can tell when, who can actually not mimic moves, that's what they're called mimics, but know what you're going to do before you do it, which they explain. So turns out that this ends up becoming a slaughterhouse for the humans. Tom Cruise is killed, but he ends up absorbing, and this is a spoiler here, I can't believe I'm doing this. He absorbs the blood of one of these mimics and ends up getting their power to die and then wake up earlier that day or the day before and retaining everything that he learned from that moment. So he's basically reliving the same day over and over again. It's it's basically Starship Troopers meets Groundhog's Day, as I've said before. And I like this kind of premise in some things like Groundhog's Day, the episode of Star Trek Next Generation. I still can't remember. God damn it. But also, I know when it's hard to pull off. I understand when it's really hard to pull off. They pull this off very well. I mean, it's well paced. It skips ahead when it needs to, but it also helps explain everything else when it needs to. And I like that. It's probably one of the most well-paced movies in terms of a time travel plot like that. God, like I said, I need to avoid spoilers as much as possible. It's been really hard. So this will definitely be a short one. I can say this, Tom Cruise is really good in this. I like Tom Cruise. I'm not the biggest Tom Cruise fan, but I do like him. I'll watch a movie with Tom Cruise in it if it's on. But he's really good in this. And I don't think he'll ever age a damn day. He's 50 right now. Yeah, he's 50 and he still looks like he's 35. Oh my god, yeah, he's really good, and he's again, like in a lot of his movies, he's funny, he's talented, he's charming. He's also a bit of a douchebag when he has to be a douchebag, which I like. Emily Blunt, I really like the Emily Blunt. And that's one of the best things about this movie. Tom Cruise and Emily Blunt have fantastic chemistry in this movie, which isn't surprising since in a lot of Tom Cruise movies, he has great chemistry with a lot of the female leads. Let's see. God, Brendan Gleeson is in this, he's He's fun to watch. I like Brendan Gleeson. Playing the commander of the UDF, which is the United Defense Forces. It's like the military organization that bands together to stop the alien threat. But of course, the real star of this movie is Bill fucking Paxton. Oh my god. I love Bill Paxton. This movie had Bill Paxton playing a staff sergeant from Kentucky. And Bill Paxton is hamming it the fuck up. Oh my god. And having that military Kentucky mustache, that, oh, I do declare I have the case of the vapors kind of voice accent, I'm thinking, this is the greatest performance of all time. Downside is there wasn't enough of Bill Paxton. I wanted more Bill Paxton. Oh god. And you know what, like, I even looked this up. Like, Bill Paxton said the only reason why they wanted him in this movie was because of his role in Aliens. And I'm like, yeah, you know what, I can believe that. I can believe they only wanted Bill Paxton because of Aliens. But you know what, it's an iconic role. It's Bill fucking Paxton. You can't do a movie like this without him. I'm sorry. I mean, there's someone I'll watch a lot of. Like a majority of movies I've seen, like a majority of my favorite science fiction movies have Bill Paxton in it. Like the Predator movies, Terminator movies. Yeah, he was in He was in the first Terminator, people. Believe it or not. Aliens. I love that movie. Bill Paxton's fantastic in that movie. I love this movie. Also, and of course, there's also the Colonial Marine Squad that got in this, called J Squad, who are just a bunch of a ragtag group of really like. All right, if you've ever watched Falling Skies, they're the main militia regiment has a subgroup called the Berserkers, or just a bunch of ragtag, kind of hillbilly hick kind of guys who love killing, who just basically are going out there wanting to kill as many aliens as possible. That's this group. That is what this group is. One of them actually likes going out balls out fighting. Literally. Like, this guy wears nothing but the mechanized suit that every soldier has to wear and a jock strap. That's all he wears. And it's great. I mean, it's fan-fucking-tastic the way he goes out. He's just like, I'm not gonna spoil it. Damn it. Don't do that to me. Oh my god. But yeah, I like those characters. They're not in it enough because this is a focus on Tom Cruise's character. But when they're in it, they're fun to watch. They really are. They're very much like the Colonial Marines and Aliens, which is probably why Bill Paxton was in charge of them anyway. Yeah, but yeah, the characters are great. I really like the story. The action's fun. I really do like the action. The action is very well done. You can tell what's going on. It's not shaky cam. The deaths are violent. Like, you don't, some of Tom Cruise's deaths in this movie you don't see, but they substitute that with, or they make up for it with good sound effects, and Tom Cruise yelping like a wounded puppy, which was hilarious. But yeah, some of the deaths are just really, really brutal, which I kind of miss a lot in PG-13 movies, is how brutal the deaths are. But yeah, this movie is fantastic. God, I'm trying to think now. If there's one problem besides there not being enough Bill Paxton, like a real major problem, it would be kind of the CGI. The aliens, I mean, I like the design, it's just the CGI is not that great. Not to the point of it being distracting, but you can kind of tell it's bad, but after a while you do get used to it. You do kind of get used to how the bad CGI in this. Yeah, that's all I can say about this movie without spoiling it. With that said, I love this movie. This movie's fantastic. Go see this movie. I give Edge of Tomorrow a 9 out of 10. I was thinking of an 8, but the more I think about it, the more I love it. Definitely go see this movie. And I will be right back because, like a dumbass, I left my phone in my room. So I'll be right back with trailers. Alrighty. So here are the trailers. First off, I got like an exclusive look at Hercules, which was really kind of like one of those Regal first look things, but it wasn't. But it also wasn't really a trailer. So yeah, I don't know why I put that in there. Next is, and oh wow, I just remember this one. The November Man, starring Pierce Brosnan. Oh my God, Pierce Brosnan in an action movie. I've been missing something like this. I really want. I'm happy. I want to see Pierce Brosnan in an action movie again. The thing is, though, I know nothing about this movie. I barely remember the trailer. Holy shit, I don't remember the trailer. I just remember Pierce Brosnan, this young guy, and they're being badasses. But Pierce Brosnan is more of a badass. That's all I remember. It felt really, really short. It felt like really more like a 30-second teaser, 30-second TV spot than it did an actual trailer. But yeah, that's what I got. Expendables 3, I got again. Again, I'm not happy about the PG-13 rating, but Stallone did say he's pushing that PG-13 rating, so who knows? Who knows? Maybe it'll be brutal. I hope so. Guardians of the Galaxy, I got again. Let's see. Get On Up. It's the second trailer. There was one thing I noticed in this trailer. My dad and I were actually listening to James Brown one day, and at the beginning of the CD, it was that one famous intro where he says, it's like where the announcer says the hottest fucking man in show business and all that, and my dad just went, I don't know if they're gonna do this for the movie, but I really hope they put this intro in because it's way too famous not to. Well, it's safe to say they do, because they actually put like sound clips of the actual announcer saying those lines, which is great. It honestly, to me, I mean, the movie could still probably suck, but to me, as of right now, I feel like they're definitely doing everything they can to make this movie good. They want to make sure that this movie is as great of a representation of James Brown as possible. And I hope so. I really do, because I love James Brown. When I found out James Brown died, like, God, what was it? Shit, like, maybe almost 10 years ago now? Yeah, almost 10 years ago, come 2016. I was sad. I really was. I'm a big James Brown fan. Been since I was a kid. Hell, I think the first time I was exposed to James Brown was Blues Brothers. I got Sex Tape again. Yeah. better get someone to go see that with me. I'll probably get Heather to do it. Dawn of the Planet of the Apes again. I'm really looking forward to that. Expect a rewind for that. Into the Storm. I swear, like, this movie, God, this movie, what the fuck? I don't know what to think about this movie. I know nothing about this movie except tornadoes tear shit up. They tear up a freaking airport. Oh my God, and one of them catches on fire. One of the tornadoes catches on fire. Oh my God. And of course we got Jersey Boys, the musical about, the Clint Eastwood directed musical about the Four Seasons. Oh man, first off, I didn't know Frankie Valliant was still alive. I just found that out yesterday. Second, this looks really good. I mean, this isn't the first time Clint Eastwood has ever directed a movie where that involved musical numbers or song numbers. But it's definitely a different kind of movie from what I'm used to in terms of Clint Eastwood. I'm very much now used to him directing more like the historical, political stuff, or just really straight up political films, or stuff like that. My favorite Clint Eastwood movie to come out in the last 5 years is Gran Torino. That movie was so worth sneaking into. I bought a ticket to a Tom Cruise. Ironically, I bought a ticket to see Valkyrie because Gran Torino was sold out. But then I saw Gran Torino just right across from Valkyrie. I'm like, fuck it. Snuck right in and was able to find a seat. And I didn't see a single person stand up. But so yeah. So yeah, I said I'd watch Tom Cruise whenever he's on. Sorry, Clint comes first. So yeah, definitely gonna go see that. I'm trying to remember when it comes out. I think it may come out. I think it comes out in a couple of weeks, so I'm definitely gonna catch it. So yeah, that's it. That's definitely it. Also, one more thing. I actually have an announcement to make. This is to the few people that watch my videos. I was planning this summer to do a new show that would end up becoming the main show that I'd be working on. It would be a comedy review show, very much like Cinema Snob, Nostalgia Critic, Blockbuster Buster. Unfortunately, I will not be doing that for a while, because I'm 24 years old, still working at a McDonald's, and I'm doing this on my spare time because I cannot find work in my field, which is video production. Been to almost every television station in town. Hell, I've been to television stations in Nashville. No one will take me. Probably because I have an associate's degree instead of a bachelor's, which is why I'm going to get to the point now. I'm going back to school. I am going back to school. I'll be going to East Tennessee State University in Johnson City this fall. I have my classes set. I'm registered. Just got to get the financial aid stuff out of the way. And I'll be moving in August, late August. So, and I'll be focused. I'll actually be very focused on my studies because some of these classes I'm not very good at. Some of the subjects I'm not very good at, especially math. I hate math. But with that said, I will do everything I can to continue doing On the Couch. I will. There won't be as many movies to see because of that, but I will definitely get the more interesting, the bigger ones out of the way. The ones I know people will go see. I will be doing that. I will try to do it every week. So, yeah. With that said, thank you to the few people that subscribed. I know the majority of them are people I actually know, but still, thank you very much. Thank you to some of the other people who didn't subscribe to my channel but still watch my videos, whether they were my reviews or my AMVs or whatever. Thank you again. Thank you so much for watching those. I know I get about an average of 5 people a week, but again, thank you so much. I will still continue to do this no matter what, because I'm having a lot of fun doing it. I enjoy doing it. So yes, thank you so much. This week I have 22 Jump Street and How to Train Your Dragon 2, which I do need to get those movies, get the previous movies out of the way. So expect those in a little bit.